start of my Friday live series on how to look slimmer instantly. And I am so excited to be sharing these tips with you. And really today, I'd like to, I've got some content planned for you, some tips I'm going to be sharing with you, and some focus areas that I'm going to be speaking on. But then I'm going to open the floor up for questions. And I also want to hear from you. What are the things that you want me to cover in this series? What are the parts of your body that you're not so crazy about? What are the parts that you want to hide? That's what I want to hear from you today. So for those of you, if you are new to my channel, I'm Tracy Gold, and it's my absolute passion to share with you my fashion tips that hopefully make you look and feel fabulous no matter your age. I actually was setting up this morning and I realized, a lot of you don't know, but I'm a personal stylist and I've been working with women for over 15 years. I have styled a variety of women, different body shapes, different sizes, different shapes, you name it, I have styled it. And so I don't just style myself and work on the tips myself, but really it's come from a wealth of experience and many years of working with women and being passionate about working with women. I love working with women because I feel that, often we see ourselves in a certain way and we're very self-critical, but the right clothes can make a huge difference to how we look and feel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips on how to wear pattern and print. And this actually comes as a request from Tracy Gold. She is, for those of you who don't know her, she was one of my #1 fans way back and really helped me to share my channel with potential viewers and to grow my channel. And she is my self-appointed head of the Fab Gal. What does she call herself? She's the head of the Fab Gal fan club. Tracy, you're going to have to let me know. So let me know what it is. I think you're the self-appointed something. You gave yourself a really good title. So she requested that I speak about how to wear pattern and print, specifically for curvy women, and why this works so well. Well, let me say, ladies, pattern and print works for a variety of women. It works for me, and I'm slim. But it is all about wearing the patterns and prints effectively and wearing them correctly. So if you have been wearing pattern and print and you think that it's making you look bigger, it may be because you're not wearing it correctly. So many women have this illusion that pattern and print is going to make them look bigger. And sometimes the color is going to make them look bigger. And so therefore they wear all black. But there are a few tricks on how you need to wear pattern and print that can do this disguising thing. Now, for those of you who follow me for a while, you'll know I'm a huge fan of pattern and print. And I often come against women who say, well, not up against them, they come up against me saying, I'm terrified of pattern and print. I don't know how to wear it. It just makes me look bigger. So I'm going to share with you my top tips on how to wear it and wear it effectively so that it can slim you instantly, because ladies, it really does. So the first thing to consider when you're looking at pattern and print is not the size of the print, ladies. It's not the size of the print. I have found, I'm a small girl, I'm a petite person, and, a lot of stylists out there say, well, then you should wear petite prints. I don't necessarily find that. I find sometimes petite prints can actually make me look bigger, and sometimes bigger prints makes me look bigger. So it's actually not about the size of the print. You do have to sometimes try a couple of different things and see, but it's more about the size of the garment. And in most cases, what I have found in consulting with women, taking women shopping, is that they are wearing a size way too big. And when you put something big with the print, it is going to make you look bigger. However, if you are wearing something in the right size and the right shape, it can work wonders for you. So the things to look out for and the things to bear in mind is that with pattern and print, it actually disguises a multitude of things. So you can actually wear it, which comes to my second tip, which is the most important, is to wear something that is very fitted, because it actually will disguise. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to stand up. Okay. So here I'm wearing one of my favorite dresses, okay? And it's a very fitted dress. It's really, really body fitting. It's got flare in the bottom. I think some of you may have seen this if you've been following me for a while. Now, this is my area of concern. Generally around my tummy is where I tend to gain my weight, or if I'm having a bloated day or an emotional day or whatever the case is, this is where it happens. Now, if I were wearing this dress in a plain, all right, it would definitely be showing more here. But because this is the pattern, it disguises this area. Also, what you'll find is that even though I'm wearing leggings on underneath it, because it's still cold out, you would actually see the line of the legging. I mean, I've actually got a plain dress that I wear that you can see the line. So it shows when you're wearing a plain, you're needing to kind of, really disguise your underwear, really disguise whatever it is that you're wearing underneath. And you've got to wear all these garments underneath in order to disguise, to hide those lines, to hide the lumps, the bumps, whatever it is that you're trying to hide. Whereas in a pattern, you don't have to work so hard. It actually works really, really well so that you can disguise things. Now, this actually works for everybody. So where you may think, okay, well, Tracy, that's easy for you because you're your size, it actually works for a multitude of women. And I'd like you to go home and try this. Go and try a pattern fitted top versus a plain fitted top. Now, some women say to me, well, that's why I don't wear fitted, because then I have to wear pattern. Because when you try on a top that's fitted and it's in a plain fabric, especially a clingy fabric, it is going to show the lines. It is going to show everything. So that's when you tend to go for bigger. But bigger isn't necessarily better, ladies. Fitted clothing, regardless of your shape, is far better. It depends on, obviously, everybody's shape is different, and everybody's shape, the fit, what fitted clothing means for you will be different for what fitted clothing means for someone else. And let me say, fitted doesn't necessarily mean tight. In fact, often it isn't. But with pattern, you do need to wear something fitted. I would almost say you can go down a size. Because if you go down a size and you've got pattern, it disguises. It works really, really well. Pattern can also be very useful when you're trying to draw attention to something and away from something else. So as an example, if you are quite bottom heavy, then you can wear pattern on top and it will draw attention. But it will draw attention also to the top part of your body. At the same time, it kind of disguises the panty lines, the bra lines, all that kind of thing. I'd like you to actually try this, ladies, at home, or go into stores and try something that you've never tried before. Try something in a print. Try something that's fitted, a fitted garment in a print versus a fitted garment in a plain, and let me know what you think. So what do you think, ladies? Is this something that you think you can try? I'm telling you, I've seen it happen so many times. Let me also just give you another tip, is that when you put on something, and you can actually see this in the style makeover that I did with Angelique. I put something on her. It was a printed dress, and she was saying, oh, it just feels like my tummy's sticking out. It feels like it's sticking out. But it felt like it, but it actually wasn't. So, with pattern, it disguises things. So even if you're feeling bloated, or you're feeling like it's because it's a fitted garment that it's showing everything, with pattern, it doesn't. If you want to take this look even further, you can then go with a black base or a dark base, like what I'm wearing here. So this is a dark base, and then it has some pattern on top of that. And that will even further work for you. And that's also a good way to start trying out this pattern and print thing if you're nervous about it, if you're normally nervous about it. So let me know, ladies. Oh, Susan, hi, lovely to see you. I can see Celestials here. Bargainholic. No, I think I was pretty much on time, but hey, every clock is different. So let me know. So what are your questions, ladies? How would you see this working in your own closet? How can you see yourself wearing it? And what are your concerns? Also, I would love to know, this is a series of how to look slimmer instantly, and I'm going to be dealing with a variety of different topics within this. So what are the parts of your body that you want to make look slimmer? Let me know. I'd love to see in the comments, in your comments. I'm just going to have a quick sip of tea. green tea on a Friday morning. It's brilliant. Green tea is actually really good for you. So let me know, ladies, what do you think? Can you, Celestial, can you see yourself wearing pattern and print? Susan, let me know. Have you tried it before? What's happening, ladies? Let me know. Because I think it's an interesting topic. I think so many women are afraid of it. And I work a lot with tips that, you know, I know there are stylists out there who say, oh, rather wear plain because it doesn't draw attention, but it actually works really well, ladies. And I find it's my number one top thing that I teach my clients, but it is about learning how to wear it effectively. It really, really is. So what do you think, ladies? I'm waiting. Some comments. I think there is a bit of a delay on this video. I think that there's some delay between what I'm doing and what you're seeing. The interesting thing about YouTube is that they're changing things all the time. Look, they are trying to improve it, which is great. Okay, I'm not sure whether the skirt or jacket length is the issue. I'm not afraid of print or texture. Okay, so Susan is saying, let me just understand. I'm not sure whether the skirt jacket length is an issue. Oh, okay. Susan, are you asking, you're not sure if a skirt jacket or length is an issue as far as how to look slimmer? Yes, actually, that is a very, very good question. That is a great topic, Susan, because the length of a jacket can make a big difference in how you look. And if you're wearing it too long or too short, it can, it can make your proportions look wrong. So maybe I should do a video on how to get the proportions right. That's a great video idea. So Susan, coming up. Okay, so proportions. I'm making a note here, ladies. Proportions. All right. Celestial. No, I find too small. No, I'm too small. Find it overpowering. Okay, Celestial, do you find prints overpowering because you think that you're small? You're 5. Okay, Susan, you're 5'3". Yes, I'm balanced in proportion. Okay, so Susan, you know what's interesting? I'm just waiting to hear from Celestial if she finds. I'm not quite sure what you're saying, Celestial. Are you saying that you can't wear prints because you find if you do wear prints, it overwhelms you because you're too small? So let me know if that's your question. So Susan, it's interesting because many of us are actually in proportion. That's the interesting thing, is that often our shoulders and our hips are in proportion, but the way we dress either makes them look proportionate or it makes it look out of proportion. So for example, last week on live, I spoke about how to dress when you're short, and I spoke about the importance of defining your waist, because when you define your waist, you actually create balance between your shoulders and your hips, or your bust and your hips, depending on which is the bigger. If your bust is bigger than your shoulders, then that will be the part that you're trying to proportion. So defining your waist actually helps to highlight that proportion. But when you're wearing things very straight up and down, it doesn't. So yes, it is about getting the proportions right. And I think it would be a great video tutorial to do how to wear a jacket so that you look slim, because the right jacket can actually look amazing. The right jacket is fabulous. Okay, so Celestial says that 5'8" patterns are overpowering. Interesting, Celestial. I'd like you to try them. I know that's what you think, but it depends on the pattern. It depends on the shape of the garment. I think what often happens is that when you wear the wrong shape of garment, the wrong shape, then the pattern is just going to look all too big. So if you're wearing a dress, for argument's sake, even if it's a shorter dress because you're 4'8", if you wear the right print in the right fit, it actually can make you look amazing, and it can work really well for you. And I know before you said that you're very straight up and down. Your shape is very straight up and down. Well, if you wear a pattern that's got swirls and curve to it, that could also create an illusion of curve where there isn't. So it's all about getting the right pattern for you. There's so many patterns out there, ladies, and it is a matter of just trying. I mean, what I'm wearing here today has got a fairly small pattern on it, but I also wear things that have got more dramatic pattern, like this here. This has got, let me just see, this has got a much more, this could actually work for you, Celestia, where there's a bunch of mix and match and slashes and that kind of thing. This kind of pattern could work really well for you. You could also do, hold on, I'm not reaching. This kind of pattern also. So something maybe with a black base that's got just a little bit of a pattern, that could also work quite well. And that way you can, use a black base, wear this in a wrap dress. A wrap dress could work really well for you to give you some curve. That could work well. So, then you've got something more bold. I mean, this I wear, this is one of my favorite dresses, and it's super bold. And it works really well, but it's also a fitted dress. And I think that's what's very important. It nips in the waist, it flares in the hem. That's the kind of thing that you're looking for. It's more the shape that's important. So try that. I'd love to hear from you. Try that in your wardrobe. And ladies, sometimes it's worthwhile considering a one-on-one session, because I do one-on-one sessions online. So it's kind of like this, where you can see me and I can, in this case, I'd be able to see you, and I'd be able to direct you and say, well, try that. And often we do it right close to your closet, so that you're able to put things on and stand afar and show me what it is that you're talking about. Because, these tips on my channel are general, because I can't give tips to each individual person, a video for each individual person. So these are general tips that I share in hope that they're going to work for a variety of women. And then if you need individual tips really to help you to become clear on what works for you, if you calculate how much money you spend on clothing that you don't wear, versus having a one-on-one session and learning, and it may not be with me, it may be with somebody else. You get a one-on-one session and you learn what works for you. You can save yourself a fortune. It's so much better than doing it, rather than spending a huge amount of money on clothes that you don't wear. So yeah, so let me know, Celestial, whether that works for you. So ladies, I think it's important to play around. There's not going to be a one for all kind of thing. There's not everybody is going to see things the same way. Not everybody's going to work. Not one tip is going to work for everybody in the same way. You are all individuals, which is really amazing. So it's about learning to find what works for you, and experiment with that and play with that and have some fun, because that's what fashion's about, ladies. You can't get it wrong, and if an outfit, you tried an outfit and you don't like it, it's not the end of the world. Sometimes I even find I try things and I think, oh wow, that really works. And sometimes I look back at videos and I go, what was I thinking? That looks terrible. And I mean, just the other day I was filming and I thought that a combination that I was trying out wasn't really great. And when I saw it in post-production, I was like, actually, that's not bad. I quite like that. I think that actually works. So one of the ways that you can work with this is to do some selfies of yourself. Take photographs of yourself. Do it in good light though, and in a decent mirror. But take selfies and see what it is that you look like. See how you feel in something. Try something out. Get a feel. Maybe you even go into a store and you try something on and you're not sure. Take a quick selfie. See what you look like in it and go away and think about it. And then if you really love it, go back and buy it. It can save you a fortune that way. And you really start to hone your skill. You start to learn what works for you. You start to really understand your body shape and how that's going to work. So, oh good, Celestial, you understand now. So experiment, ladies. Have some fun, and if you need to do it on a lower budget, go thrifting, go to discount stores, try on a whole bunch of things. Go with a friend so that they can go get you a different size if need be. I also do a thing where I offer a service called Stylist in Your Pocket, so that way you can make myself available online on your face, on WhatsApp or on Instant Messenger, and you send me pictures and take me around in the store with you, and I can see where you are, and I'll say, oh, no, not that, try this, try this. So it's almost as if I'm right there with you shopping in whichever city you're in. So ladies, I'll put the details in the link in the description below in the replay so that you can get that information if you're interested. And also just to say that if you need a bit of inspiration and you haven't already got my free download on my top makeover tips, then feel free to go over to my website. It's tracygoldfashiontips.com. The link is in the description below, and as soon as you go on there, within a few seconds there'll be a pop-up. It'll go ping, and it will give you an option to subscribe to my newsletter, and straight away in your inbox will be your free download that you can easily download. And ladies, also let me just say that excuse me, itchy nose. Let me also just say that, I was looking at my stats the other day and realized that 84% of my viewers are not subscribers. So I would love for you to subscribe. And, that way when you subscribe, and you can also click that little bell, which is the notification button, that will let you know when I'm live, like now, or when I upload a new video. And what's great about that is that then you can comment below, you can engage with each other. It works really well. And the cool thing is, ladies, this is a community of women. This is a Fab Gal community of women who uplift and inspire each other. So I hope you're going to join us. I hope you're going to engage. You can also click the little subscribe in the corner. It'll be so wonderful to have you part of the Fab Gal community. So ladies, thanks so much. This is the first Friday Live on how to look slimmer. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you're doing the replay. What are the things that you want to hear about? I want to get your ideas, because I really want to bring you content that you're going to love and that's going to make you look and feel fabulous. Thanks, ladies. Have a great weekend. Bye.